Hello viewers, and welcome to another Ride-Out video. This time we are in Hobe Sound, Florida, at the site of Green Hill Resort. And the first coaster we're going to be going over is Sunburst, which is a Morgan hypercoaster. Sunburst has very fast-paced operations. We're talking 30-ish second dispatches. And one of the things, though, that makes it a bit better is that it's very simple. It's not like Mustang where you've got all these different nuances. It's very simple. And I'm just going to walk you through it today. So first I got to tell you some general information. The height requirement of the ride is 48 inches. There's no max. In order to ride, you have to have at least 3 functioning limbs, 2 legs and an arm. The restraints include a ratcheting lap bar and a seatbelt. This seatbelt is a retractable seatbelt. So you just pull it out and put it in. You don't tighten it. And you don't have to fasten the seatbelt if there's an empty seat. You just have to push down the lap bar. There are a few different forms you need to know about before go into operating ride. There is an item pass, which, since this is a loose article ride, there are items that can't be taken into the queue, but should they get past entrance and make it to crowd will send them back with an item pass that allows them to go through fast lane once they put their item in a locker that is free and of which there are many. So not really any excuse that a guest can make up. The only exception is that if an item is medically tagged. For those wondering what the rules on that are, it's basically anything that can't fit in your pockets has to go in one of our lockers or be left with them outright. It cannot be taken into the queue with you. There's 2 different alternate access passes. One is Plan Your Day for people with autism or other sensory disorders that make it hard for them to wait in line. Basically, they get an interval. Could be as little as 5 minutes, could be as much as 180 minutes. Their first ride of the day is the current time plus that interval that they'll get from guest services. When they go up to ride, basically whoever's at unload 1 who checks the gate will take care of this. They will cross out the ride, write the ride in, cross it out, and then they will write down the next time, which is the current time plus the interval. Then there's a normal one for physical injuries. Basically, you go to the entrance to get a ride time, which is the current time plus whatever the wait time is, plus another 15 minutes if they want the front row. And then when they go up to ride, load 1 just crosses that off. And they'll get another time from the entrance of the ride they go to next. So, and last but not least is a parent swap. What you do with a parent swap is, so if you have a kid who can't ride because they're too short, they can't go in the queue. So what you do is you can have up to 2 people with the kids who are not tall enough. The rest go in the line, wait normally, and get what's called a parent swap. This form, they take it with them. It has the initial and the ride on it. They take it with them. They ride the ride, and then they give it to load 1, who keeps it with them. And then the other 2, after this initial party rides, the other 2 can then ride once load 1 has the form. And then load 1 gives them the form back, and then they ride. There's also VIP tours where you just load immediately. If you're loading alternate access, please make sure you load only every 3 trains. No more frequent than that, so you avoid screwing people over repeatedly. Anywho, this is our queue. Our queue can hold a lot of people, but it goes by really fast. So each of these switchbacks here are 10 minutes. There's 6 of them for an hour. This is about another 5 minutes, so it's 65 minutes at first. Each of these are 15 minutes, of which there are 6. So that's another hour and a half, so 245 minutes. Actually, no. Miscalculation, that's only 90 minutes, so 155 minutes. And then each of these are 20 minutes, of which there are 5. And then that's another 100 minutes, so 255 minutes. And then the rest of this queue will be another 25 minutes. So in total, it's 280 minutes. So it's about 4 hours, 40 minutes. Something like that. Might be shorter or longer depending on operations. But if there is no easy queue and there is a full queue, the entire queue could probably be run down in about 90 minutes. If we're really going to get people through fast. So that's just a queue. The person in charge for opening queues is going to be one of the 2 entrances, although if one of them is cut, we can have anyone do it when they come back from break, or we can have entrance close the line and do it. Doesn't really matter, as long as it gets done without loose articles getting through. Of course, you're going to have to call every so often and report the wait time, so that the park can update the app. And so positions in total, there are 6 restraint checking positions and 5 outside of restraint checking. There's controls, merge, crowd, and the 2 entrances. Crowd is going to start rotations. They're not going to get cut until a few positions in, so you don't have to worry about platform rotations for a little bit. From crowd, you go to load 1, back to load 2, and then load 3, and then cross to unload 3, unload 2, unload 1, and then controls. Controls comes to entrance, stays here for an hour, then goes up to merge, and then back to crowd. Crowd's a standing position. You're not going to have to spend a lot of time there, because most of the time it will be rotating. Ideally, you'll have about 20 minutes at crowd, and you'll have an hour here at entrance in the shade. So, awesome. Speaking of entrance, that's what we're going to go over first. These are your seats. You got phones. This one goes directly to controls. This one goes directly to controls. This one you can dial a number if you want. There's only one entrance. You're going to be sitting over here. Easy queue or not. This is a height stick. It's exactly 48 inches tall. It's a height stand. It measures out exactly 48 inches. You give them a quick glance with the height stick, and if they are, you have doubts, put them on the height stand. Basically, you take that triangle, you swing it around slowly. If it hits their head, like solid, they're good. If it just brushes their hair, then it's no good. If you're still having doubts, send them up to guest services for a official measurement, and they'll come back with a wristband. And at which point you'll know that they're good to go. Although, do give them a quick once-over with the height stick, just to make sure they weren't given the wrong one.
This includes backpacks, purses, fanny packs larger than a piece of paper.
When you're checking heights, don't forget to check for stuffed shoes and weird shoes. When in doubt, make them take their shoes off. This right here, you're going to be sitting here holding your height stick. Don't play with it. Don't lean. Sit there and smile. Read guess, measure, and look out for loose articles. Basically, anything that cannot fit in your pockets will be going in one of those lockers. So, sport balls, stuffed animals, backpacks and fanny packs. Fanny packs, and purses larger than a piece of paper. need to go in the lockers. Otherwise, it'll interfere with the restraint. And I know this is Florida, but sport bottles
This
too.
includes backpacks.
If you want to have a drink with you, it has to be disposable or medically marked.
Paper, sports balls, stuffed animals.
So that's the gist of it. If you're over here, you're going to be scanning easy cues. You just scan, basically in order to have, depending on the ride, if their ride is a merge, in order to have it validated, it has to be scanned twice. Once by entrance and the other by merge. Same with any one-time easy cues and item passes and anything else of that nature. So we're going to go through here, and then we are going to go right up to merge. So we can go over that. So yeah, if you work Chicago Thrill Yards, if you've been used to working Chicago Thrill Yards and you want to work Green Hill Resort, just a few things to keep in mind. A, this is Florida, so you're going to get a whole bunch of crazy people here you don't normally get in Chicago. Just don't be surprised if you see weird shit day in and day out. Excuse my French. Another thing to keep in mind, weather. During the summer, it is going to get really, really hot. Every position has shade, and you are more than welcome to use it. Also, bring water every day. During the summer months, it is actually part of your uniform. If you do not bring water with you, you will be sent home to go get it. If it's repeated, you will get steps. We do not need the liability of people passing out in our queues. We do not need the liability of employees passing out. So feel free to move this chair wherever the shade is. You get shade down at entrance 2. You get shade in crowd. Make sure you're doing your job, but always look out for numero uno. On the other end of the spectrum, it does get unseasonably cold at night if you're working like the holidays, so make sure you have a sweater too. And storms, for obvious reasons, can get quite ridiculous here, so just make sure you have an umbrella too, and make sure you're always prepared. Make sure you always look at the weather whenever you can. If we need to seek shelter, we'll go down below platform, but just keep that in mind. So here's merge, not really different from entrance. The only difference is that you're going to be dividing the remaining queue between easy queue and the regular queue. What I do, what I personally like to do, is I like to split it 10 and 10. But you can do what you want as long as the queue is split evenly. If you got someone who's got loose articles, just give them an item pass, send them back through, and then they come back through, collect it. You're also going to be collecting the one-time easy queues and stuff here. Make sure whenever you have a free moment, you write void on them, so they don't get used. If you use them for yourself, without permission from upper management, we will fine you.
If you have it with you,
so,
it must ride with
let's keep that in mind.
Welcome back.
Got 2 phones here. This one goes straight to controls. This one you can dial numbers.
Enjoy the rest of your day at Green Hill Resort.
So that's it for merge. We're now going to go up to crowd. Down the stairs.
Riders waiting to board. Please stand behind the line as your gates are closing. Fasten your seatbelt
and back
and
up.
Pull your lap guard out as far as it will go. Raise your arms so the crew can secure you.
This is crowd. You got your height stand, your height stick here. You're the last line defense against loose articles. If it makes it on the platform, like every once in a while, it's no big deal. We just want it to happen as little as possible. Straight to controls, dial. So you stand here, holding the height stick, reading guess, and you're going to be assigning rows. Keep in mind, if you send someone out with an item pass, you gotta remind them they do not come straight up here. They still go only to merge with that, and then they have to wait in the rest of this line again. It's like 5 minutes. It really shouldn't be any idea. If they complain, say, "I'm sorry, but this is the rules." Now have a nice day.
Attention riders waiting aboard.
You're gonna be saying here assigning. You're not gonna be assigning rows. You're gonna be filling up the station. Make sure that you get no more than 3 train loads in the station, otherwise it becomes a fire hazard. And it's entirely on you. Next, if the wait time is above 180 minutes, then you're going to be assigning rows. Although that has not happened since 2005. The last time that happened was 2005. It was Christmas Day. It was about 80 degrees, unseasonably warm. The park was absolutely slammed. And people were just all over the place. The park at capacity. And the line for this filled up. Line for everything in the park filled up. Including this. This filled up about 3 hours in to the park day. But that was the last time we had to assign rides, or assign rows here, because of new stuff opening up, and that started bearing the brunt. Even when the park hits capacity, this usually won't get more than like 2.5 hours. So that is it for crowd, and now it's time to start going over some restraint checking positions. We're going to go through these pretty quick. They're all very similar. They all check 6 seats.
Please pull down, push up on your lap bar, unbuckle your seatbelt, and exit.
They don't all check in the same direction, but and a couple of them have nuances, but most of them are pretty similar. So here's your enable panel. You got this. You put your full weight on this. That needs to only be held until the train leaves the brakes. And then only controls needs to hold down their button until the train's all stop. This just needs to be held until the train... Actually, not even that. It only needs to be held until, like, the second car leaves the station, and then you can let go. The brakes are stable. This is gate open. I know it's a green button. Please don't press it once you've checked restraints. Otherwise, people are going to have to recheck the train after you close the gates again, and everyone's going to be annoyed at you because most likely y'all were on a roll. We were pushing like 1,200 people an hour, and then you ruined it. So, and then this e-stop. If you see an emergency situation, nobody is going to blame you for pressing it. The real trouble comes is if you intentionally press it to cause trouble. It's an operational, that's steps, and that's people hating it. So, don't do that.
It must ride with you.
Alright, once this train stops, we're going to go over to how to check each restraint. Each restraint is a push and a pull on the lap bar and a tug of the seatbelt.
Enjoy the rest of your day at Green Hill Resort.
Seasoned ride-ups know how to do this very efficiently with both at the same time.
Into the train and take your seat. Riders waiting to board, please stand behind the line as your gates are closing.
Alright, restraints are locked. Go ahead and push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull. If you need to unlock the car, there's a pedal on the back. You can let people out. Go ahead and give your cars a once over. You're going to go back here, you're going to go left, right, and then you're going to get your clears from here and here. Once you get both clears, go ahead and throw up your high clear and push your button. Controls will see you, say all clear when it's time, and then it's on the train, all clear. And then we are good. So we're just going to do that a couple more times, and then we're going to go to the rest of the positions. The rest of the positions are only going to have 3 reps each. There's not really much explaining to do for these 4 over here because they're pretty much all the same. The only difference is
Attention riders waiting to board. Please note that
which seats you're checking, which clear to look for, and basically which direction you're checking in the event of load 3. So go ahead and stand out here.
Oncoming riders, please step quickly and carefully into the train and take your seat. Riders waiting to board, please stand behind the line as your gates are closing.
All right, go ahead.
Fasten your seatbelt.
Push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull.
During your ride, please remain seated with your hands,
go ahead
arms,
and
feet,
look over.
and legs inside the train.
Car's
all
over.
Times.
Go back here.
Flat on the floor. Now prepare to salute the sun and harness the power of the sun gods on the one and only Sunburst.
Hold up your high clear. All clear. And you guys are good to go. Go ahead to make sure you watch your cars, by the way, while they're on the way out. After they're like over there, there's like no big deal. Once they get on the lift, that's control's jurisdiction. If they look at the cameras, they see like a suspicious light, they'll stop the lift and have
Attention riders waiting to board.
Whoever's at
Please note that absolutely nothing can be left
unload
on the
one,
station
go get it.
platform. If you have it with you, it must ride with you.
Yeah, make sure people aren't leaving stuff on the platform.
Push up on your lap bar.
Make sure they're just taking their seat.
Exit to the right. Enjoy the rest of your day at Green Hill Resort. Oncoming riders, please step quickly and carefully into the train and take your seat. Riders waiting to board, please stand behind the line as your gates are closing.
All right. Train's locked.
And pull your
Push
lap
pull.
as far as it will
Push
go.
pull.
Raise
Push
your
pull.
arms so the crew
Push
can
pull.
secure you.
Push pull.
During your
Push
ride,
pull.
please remain
Give
seated
your
with your hands,
cars a
arms,
once
feet,
over.
and legs inside the train at all times, and your feet flat on the floor.
Back here.
Now prepare to salute
Left,
the sun
right.
and harness the power of the sun
Clear.
god on the one and only Sunburst.
All right, you got your clear. Go ahead and put up yours. All clear. It is entirely possible to roll trains here. Now, another thing that separates this from Mustang is that unless you're at an unload position, because if you're at a load position, you can't switch without going like in front onto the yellow because of the gates.
If you have it with you, it must ride with
You have to stay in your safe zone while trains are moving. There's no exceptions.
Please pull down, push up on your lap bar, unbuckle your seatbelt,
Well,
and exit to the
as long
right.
as there's 3 trains
Enjoy the
running
rest of your
anyway.
day at Green Hill Resort. Oncoming riders,
All right.
please step quickly and
Same thing.
carefully into
You're
the
gonna check
train and
these
take your seat.
cars 3 and
waiting to
4.
board,
So
please
just
stand behind the
go ahead
line
and wait
as your
here.
gates are closing. Fasten
All
your
right.
seatbelt
Push pull.
and your
Push
lap
pull.
bar as far
Push
as it
pull.
will go.
Push
Raise
pull.
your
Push
arms
pull.
so the crew
Push
can
pull.
secure you. During your ride,
Go
please
head
remain
up.
seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times, and your feet flat on the floor. Now prepare to salute
Left
the
with
sun
right.
and harness the power
Wait
of
for
the
the
sun
clear
god
from here,
on
and
the
then you're
one
gonna pedal
and
low.
only Sunburst.
All clear. Beautiful dispatch. Absolutely beautiful. We might roll this one. Here, let me look. Let me look. Here, look, look, look. Not quite. It's pretty hard to roll trains, not gonna lie.
Attention riders waiting to board. Please note that absolutely nothing can be left on the station platform. If you have it with you, it must ride with you. Welcome back.
2
When the
more
train
reps,
stops,
and then we'll
please pull down, push up on your
rotate
lap
again.
bar, unbuckle your seatbelt, and exit to the right. Enjoy the rest of your day at Green Hill Resort.
You're gonna stay here
Riders,
until
please step quickly and carefully
the gates
into
are closing
train
announcement
and
comes
take your
on.
seat. Riders waiting to board, please stand behind the line as your gates are closing.
Alright, gates are closed, restraints are
Fasten your
locked.
seatbelt and
Alright,
pull your lap bar down
push
as
pull,
far as it
push
will
pull,
go.
push
Raise
pull,
your arms so
push
the crew
pull,
can
push
secure
pull,
you.
push pull.
During your ride, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times and your feet flat on the floor. Now prepare to salute the sun and harness the power of the sun gods on the one and only
Right, clear. Put your clear out. Ready. All clear. All right, got one more.
Attention riders waiting to board. Please note that absolutely nothing can be left on the station platform. If you have it with you, it must ride with you. Welcome back. When the train stops, please pull down, push up on your lap bar, unbuckle your seatbelt, and exit to the right. Enjoy the rest of your day at Green Hill Resort.
Stay here. Stay in the well, so you're not in the way of the guests.
Into the train and take your seat. Riders waiting to board, please stand behind the line as your gates are closing.
Right gates closed, restraints locked. Push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull.
During your ride, please remain seated.
Visual scan your train.
Feet and legs inside the train at all times. And your
Back
feet
here,
flat on
left,
the floor.
right.
Now prepare to salute the sun and harness the power of the sun gods on the one and only Sunburst.
All clear. All right, we're going to rotate after this train. Watch the overclear next time. Yeah, you got to be careful not to overclear. Your clear can't go out until unload, until load 3 puts their clear out.
Please note that absolutely nothing can be left on the station platform.
Don't forget, repeated overclearing is steps.
It must ride with you. Welcome back. When the train stops, please pull down, push up on your lap bar, unbuckle your seatbelt, and exit to the right. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Right, go ahead and go over here.
Oncoming riders, please step quickly and carefully into the
difference here is you're going to be checking back to front
riders
here.
Waiting to board. Please stand behind the line as your gates are closing.
Push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull.
So the crew can secure you. During your ride, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside
once over
at all times, and your feet
back
flat
here,
on the floor.
left,
Now
up
prepare
right.
to salute the sun and harness the power of
Hold
the
it
sun
across for your clear.
on the one and only
Throw out your
Sunburst.
clear. All clear. Good dispatch. Good dispatch. Very nice. Wasn't quite rolling trains, but you're still pacing these out really well.
Riders waiting to board. Please note that absolutely nothing can be left on the station platform. If you have it with you, it must ride with you. Welcome back. When the train stops, please pull down, push up on your lap bar, unbuckle your seatbelt, and exit to the right. Enjoy the rest of your day at Green Hill Resort.
All right, go ahead and stand out here.
Riders, please step quickly and carefully into the train and take your seat. Riders waiting to board, please stand behind the line as your gates are closing.
All right, locked. Push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull.
Crew can secure you. During your ride, please remain seated.
This is the only position where you check restraints back to front. All the others are front to
and your
back.
feet flat on the floor. Now prepare to salute the sun and harness the power of the sun gods on the one and only Sunburst.
Put out your clear. All clear. Ooh, that was really good. Pacing is really good today. Keep it up, guys. Keep up the good work here.
Attention riders waiting to board. Please note that absolutely nothing can be left on the station platform. If you have it with you, it must ride with you. Welcome back. When the train stops, please pull down, push up on your lap bar, unbuckle your seatbelt, and exit to the right. Enjoy the rest of your day at Green Hill Resort. Oncoming riders, please step quickly and carefully into the train.
The reason we're able to go through this so much is it's so straightforward.
Please stand behind the line as your gates are closing.
All right, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull.
During your ride, please remain
Give your
seated
cars a
with
once
your
over.
hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times, and your feet flat on the floor.
Left,
Now prepare
right,
to salute
cross.
the sun and harness the power
Put
of
your
the
clear
sun
out.
on the one and only Sunburst.
Ready, all clear. When the next train parks, we're going to cross and go to unload 3. Unload 3 and 2 are practically identical to their load counterparts. Unload 1, though, has some nuances. And then there's controls.
Please note that absolutely nothing can be left on the station platform. If you have it with you, it must ride with you. Welcome back. When the train stops, please pull down, push up on your lap bar, unbuckle your seatbelt, and exit to the right. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Cross!
Resort.
Cross!
Oncoming riders, please step
Cross!
carefully
Cross!
into the train and take your seat. Riders waiting to board, please stand behind the line as your gates are closing.
Alright, locked. Push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull.
During your ride, please remain seated with your
So
hands,
it's over.
arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times, and your feet flat
Scan
on
the
floor.
platform.
Now prepare to salute
Put your
the
clear
sun
out.
and harness the power of the sun god on the one and only Sunburst.
Yeah, unload sides. You're earlier and earlier in the order of clear, so you gotta be ready to put your clear out faster and faster.
Attention riders waiting to board. Please note that absolutely nothing can be left on the station platform. If you have it with you, it must ride with you. Welcome back. When the train stops, please pull down, push up on your lap bar, unbuckle your seatbelt, and exit to the right. Enjoy the rest of your day at Green Hill Resort. Oncoming riders, please step quickly and carefully into the train and take your seat. Riders waiting to board, please stand behind the line as your gates are closing.
Alright, we're seats locked. Push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull.
So the crew can secure you.
Once over.
Please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside
Back.
the train at all times, and your feet flat
Scan.
on the floor. Now prepare to salute the
Wait till you're
sun
clear.
and harness the power of the
Alright,
sun.
put your clear out.
The one and only Sunburst.
All clear. Beautiful. We actually seem to be almost hitting interval. Interval's very fast. It's like interval's the bottom of the first drop. Just like Mustang.
Attention riders waiting to board. Please note that absolutely nothing can be left on the station platform. If you have it with you, it must ride with you. Welcome back. When the train stops, please pull down, push up on your lap bar, unbuckle your seatbelt, and exit to the right. Enjoy the rest of your day at Green Hill Resort. Oncoming riders, please step quickly and carefully into the train and take your seat. Riders waiting to board, please stand behind the line as your gates are closing.
Alright, locked.
Fasten your seatbelt
Push pull,
and
push
your
pull,
lap bar down
push
as
pull,
far as it will go.
push pull, push
Raise
pull,
your
push
arms
pull.
so the crew can secure you.
Once
During
over.
your ride, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet,
Back
and
to your
legs
spot.
inside the train at all times, and your feet
Scan.
flat on the floor. Now prepare to salute the sun and harness the power of
Put
the
your
sun
clear out.
on the one and only Sunburst.
Once this train's fully out of the station, we're going to move up to unload 2, and we're going to do 3 reps there. You can move around, just not... You can move around, just stay out of the yellow while trains are moving.
Attention riders waiting to board. Please note that absolutely nothing can be left on the station platform. If you have it with you, it must ride with you. Welcome back. When the train stops, please pull down, push up on your lap bar, unbuckle your seatbelt, and exit to the right. Enjoy the rest of your day at Green Hill Resort.
Same deal.
Riders, please step quickly and carefully into the train and take your seat. Riders waiting to board, please stand behind the line as your gates are closing.
This train's locked. Push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull. Once over.
Please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times.
Left, look right, and throw out your clear immediately. You have to be really fast in this position because you're the first clear.
And only Sunburst.
And don't worry about the train going behind there. Whatever you miss, controls will probably catch, because they're like right there.
Attention riders waiting to board. Please note that absolutely nothing can be left on the station platform. If you have it with you, it must ride with you. Welcome back. When the train stops, please pull down, push up on your lap bar, unbuckle your seatbelt, and exit to the right. Enjoy the rest of your day at Green Hill Resort. Oncoming riders, please step quickly and carefully into the train and take your seat. Riders waiting to board, please stand behind the line as your gates are closing. Fasten your seatbelt and pull your lap bar down as far as it will go. Raise your arms so the crew can secure you. During your ride, please remain seated.
All right.
With your hands,
Push
arms,
pull,
feet, and
push
legs
pull, push
inside
pull,
the train
push pull,
at all
push pull,
times,
push pull.
and your feet flat on the
Once
floor.
over.
Now prepare to salute the sun and harness the power of the sun god on the one and only
Left, right.
Sunburst.
Put your clear out. Gotta be fast. You have to be really fast in this position.
Attention riders waiting to board. Please note that absolutely nothing can be left on the station platform. If you have it with you, it must ride with you. Welcome back. When the train stops, please pull down, push up on your lap bar, unbuckle your seatbelt, and exit to the right. Enjoy the rest of your day at Green Hill Resort. Oncoming riders, please step quickly and carefully into the train and take your seat. Riders waiting to board, please stand behind the line as your gates are closing. Fasten your
Locked.
seatbelt and
Push
pull
pull,
your lap bar down
push
as
pull,
far as
push
you
pull,
go. Raise your
push
arms
pull,
so the
push
crew
pull,
can
push
secure you.
pull.
During your ride, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs
over.
inside the train at
back.
all times, and your feet flat on the floor.
Left,
Now
right,
prepare to
and
salute
then
the sun
put out your
and
clear.
harness the power of the sun god on the one and only Sunburst.
All clear? Nicely done. Once the train leaves the station, all right. Nuances. are going to have to measure people sometimes. You take care of alternate access here. You have the phone that leads to controls. You have to push-pull this gate. And unless you're taking... And you're really not supposed to go behind the control booth.
Welcome back. When the train stops, please pull down, push up on your lap bar.
You guys are supposed to give your cars a once-over.
Exit to the right. Enjoy the rest of your day at Green Hill Resort.
Alright, go ahead and stand out here.
Please step quickly and carefully into the train and take your seat. Riders waiting to board, please stand behind the line as your gates are closing.
What? Push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull.
During your ride,
give your train a once-over.
Arms, feet, and legs inside the train.
Back here, scan here, push pull your gate, scan in front, and then put out your clear. Your clear is only for load 1. So you put out your clear when they get back to their safe zone. They're back, so put out your clear. All clear. Here we go. Remember, do not disturb the operator. You can create a dangerous situation, and it's step-worthy if you do. So, don't do that.
Absolutely nothing can be left on the station platform. If you have it with you, it must ride with you. Welcome back. When the train stops, please pull down, push up on your lap bar, unbuckle your seatbelt, and exit to the right. Enjoy the rest of your day at Green Hill Resort. Oncoming riders, please step quickly and carefully into the train and take your seat. Riders waiting to board, please stand behind the line as your gates are closing. Fasten your seatbelt.
Alright, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull.
During your ride, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times, and your feet
push pull the gate.
Now prepare to salute the sun.
Look out this way.
Of the sun god on the
Wait for them to get back.
Sunburst.
Alright, put out your clear. All clear. Nice. By the way, you'll know if it's a rolled train, because a rolled train will most likely coast right to its stopping point in the station. It will not, like, pre-stop. Like, you'll know.
Waiting to board. Please note that absolutely nothing can be left on the station platform. If you have it with you, it must ride with you. Welcome back. When the train stops, please pull down, push up on your lap bar, unbuckle your seatbelt, and exit to the right.
That was not a roll train.
At Green Hill Resort. Oncoming riders, please step quickly and carefully into the train and take your seat. Riders waiting to board, please stand behind the line as your gates are closing. Fasten your seatbelt.
Alright, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull.
During your ride, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train.
Once over, and back, push pull the gate.
Now prepare to salute
Look
the
out
sun
this way.
and harness the power of the sun god on the one and only
Wait for
Sunburst.
load 1 to get back. You're back, put out your clear. All clear. Alright. Let's go ahead and go to the control booth. So, welcome to controls. So you got your panel here. These are the keys for the operation modes.
If you have it with you, it must ride with you.
You've got
Welcome back. When the train stops, please pull down.
our acknowledge button. If you have an error before you can start taking steps to clear the error, the first step is to press the acknowledge button.
Oncoming riders,
That spiel button activates the microphone.
Train and take your seat.
The HMI enable allows you to use the screen. You have to be holding that down anytime you want to use the screen. The restraints button locks the restraints. Once the gates are closed, that's when you press it. These advanced dispatch buttons, you hold these while trains are moving.
and your feet flat.
You have to hold it from dispatch all the way up
sun,
to when the next train
harness the
comes.
power of the sun god on the
The
one
position
and
so that you
only
can
Sunburst.
lean on them, put your weight on them. So. The E-stop blackout is for when we're checking low zones. If we need to go into low zone to look for something, the person going in is going to lock out. If we're evacuating, what we do is we use a lockout box where the box is a key.
Attention riders waiting to board.
That goes a key and a lock that goes into this, and then
if you have it with you,
we put the key to that inside the box, and then
when the train stops,
on the box we put all of our locks that we're using to evacuate. So that's how that's done. E-stop button, same thing it does everywhere else. The difference between that and the ride stop button is the ride stop button just makes every train stop. E-stop cuts power to the
fasten your seatbelt and pull your lap bar down as
lift stop stops lifts. Lift start in conjunction with someone down there.
During your ride,
usually load 1
with your hands,
or
arms,
unload
feet,
1.
and legs inside the train at all times, and your feet
It's how you start the
on
lift.
floor. Now prepare to salute the sun.
You can also jog it forward and
harness
back
power of
using
sun
the
god on the one
HMI.
and only Sunburst.
So once you get your high clear from load 1, then you say all clear, and you hold down both buttons. If you let go, if you accidentally let go, just clamp down on them again. That's all you gotta do. Alright. Once the train parks, then we're gonna put you in the seat and you're gonna send 3 trains.
Attention riders waiting to board. Please note that absolutely nothing can be left on the station platform. If you have it with you, it must ride with you. Welcome back. When the train stops, please pull down, push up on your lap bar, unbuckle your seatbelt, and exit to the right. Enjoy the rest of your day at Green Hill Resort.
All right.
Oncoming riders,
And
please
take a
step quickly
seat.
and carefully into the train and take your seat. Riders waiting to board, please stand behind the line as your gates are closing.
All right, lock restraints.
And
There
pull
we
your
go.
lap bar down as far as it will go. Raise your arms so the crew can secure you. During your ride, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times, and your feet flat on the floor. Now prepare to salute the sun and harness the power of the sun god on the one and only Sunburst.
Ready. Say ready once the train leaves the lift. Hope you're clear. All clear. And you hold down your buttons. While you're doing that, you watch your train. And if you notice anything funny, like a phone or a loose article, you stop the lift.
Attention riders waiting to board. Please note that absolutely nothing can be left on the station platform. If you have it with you, it must ride with you. Welcome back. When the train stops, please pull down, push up on your lap bar, unbuckle your seatbelt, and exit to the right. Enjoy the rest of your day.
The restraints unlock automatically, so you don't need to press the restraints button again.
Please step quickly and carefully into the train.
You can set restraints to manual. Like if there are so, and this has been the case before. Lock restraints. This has been the case before. If there are just so few people here that we're running 2 trains and there's so few people on the ride that it's just easier to pedal them out.
And harness the power of the sun god on the one and only Sunburst.
All clear. We've had days like that before. They're usually in February. In March are our slowest days. If it's like a rainy day, and we've only got 2 trains on here because of the rain, usually we'll just leave the restraints in manual and we'll just pedal people out.
Attention riders waiting aboard.
But if there's a bunch of people, you can just press the restraint button and unlock
station
them.
platform. If you have it with you, it must ride with you. Welcome back. When the train stops, please pull down, push up on your lap bar, unbuckle.
No, there is no unlocking individual cars
Enjoy the rest of your day
from the
at
control
Green
panel.
Hill
That's what the pedals are
Oncoming
for.
riders, please step quickly and carefully into the train and take your seat. Riders waiting to board, please stand behind the line as your gates are closing.
Lock restraints.
Fasten your seatbelt and pull your lap bar down as far as it will go. Raise your arms so the crew can secure you. During your ride, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times and your feet flat on the floor. Now prepare to salute the sun and harness the power of the sun gods on the one and only Sunburst.
All clear? Oh, that was a beautiful one. That was a really fast dispatch. That was beautiful for our last one. Maybe this one would... Maybe this is a rolled one. We'll see. Maybe. Just maybe. Keep your hands on the buttons. The person who lets go early.
Attention riders waiting to board. Please note that absolutely nothing can be left on the station platform. If you have it with you, it must ride with you. Welcome back. When the train stops, please pull down, push up on your lap bar, unbuckle your seatbelt, and exit to the right.
Wasn't
Enjoy the
rolled.
rest of your day.
Close, but it was a really good dispatch. All right,
Riders,
go ahead and get
please step
controls
quickly
back,
and carefully
and
into
we're
the
gonna go out
train
through here.
and take your seat. Riders waiting to board, please stand behind
So,
the
some
line
final
as the
thoughts.
gates are closing. Fasten your seatbelt and pull your lap bar down as far as it will go. Raise your
This ride, while it's not on its own, would not be like the most interesting power-ups ride to run. It is pretty highly sought after due to the proximity to the ocean. Like, if you're in, like, just knowing that the ocean is like, it's like right on the ocean, it's got one of the more beautiful settings in the park. Knowing that the ocean is like right there next to your ride, it's awesome. So a lot of people are going to go after it for power-up training. So if you really want this ride, you're going to want to score pretty decently in tryouts. So it's fast-paced, yet it's pretty simple too. And on days where we're down to 2 trains, it's like not too miserable, because wherever you are, you've got cover. So you don't have to worry about that. So thank you once again for watching. If you like these, every ride I've got one coming out. And it's usually about 6 weeks after the initial, 6 or 7 weeks after the initial ride release. If I'm able to make community posts soon, I will make one explaining my upload schedule in relation to each ride's release video. But thank you once again for watching, and hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.